even though the Bulldogs won this series against Air Force 2-1, I'm going to be honest with y'all. Excuse me. Against the better team, they would have lost. The Bulldogs, in my opinion, played poorly against Air Force. The pitching outside of Aiden Crimosa in Game 2 was not good. I mean, Jack Anker, he mashed the last 7 innings after that horrible second. He gave up 5 runs. And the Bulldogs were able to score enough to win, but you could see the weakness of the bullpen. All right, Townsend had a scoreless 8th, then he got hit in the ankle, and I'll go on that in a minute. Was able to finish the 9th, and the Falcons almost stole that game. They had the Bulldogs would have lost this series, and against a better Mountain West team, they would lose. Now, the pitching has become a real concern. I understand they have a lot of injuries. Vic Ariola, Jake Riding to start the year, now Hayden Cruz, and Drew Townsend, who will be out for up to a month with that injury he got on Game 1. It's in the ankle or foot somewhere. But, if they don't win the tournament, the pitching is going to be the reason. All right? Last year they had the bullpen to do it. This year, who do they have left that's healthy? I mean, Guerrero, Guerrero, maybe Patrick. That's about it. And then that shut down guys like Ariola and Crimosa were last year. Someone else in the bullpen has to step up. We know that Armstrong and Bergman are inconsistent at best, so someone else has to step up. Who's that going to be? I don't know. We're going to have to. Someone in the midweek games is going to have to show up. And I know people hate how the midweek games go, but that's what they're there for. They're there for, developing pitchers when you need them for Fresno State. It just wasn't It wasn't just the pitching though, all right. And Game 3, I mean, Eddie Saldivar, Murph Gray came up twice with men in score position, and they went 0-4-4. All right. They need to be more consistent. Some nights in series they do great, other times they don't. And if that was in a rubber match or in the Mountain West title game, that would really hurt. Might cost them everything. So they have to be more consistent 1 through 9 in the whole lineup. It's like Opie said in the post game, Munster's playing better, but that means another guy starts going to a funk. And that's been the case all year long. This team has to be consistent through the lineup to make up for the pitching. If they have a lead like they had in Game 1, they've shown they can hold on. But they don't have the bullpen to last, I don't think, right now in a tight ball game. They really don't. And that's unfortunate, but it's got to happen. But that's just the case with this team right now. It's very frustrating. Very frustrating. This team is just... Injuries is a part of it, but they got to play better next week against Washington State and from here on out. This has to be their last bad series because they're not going to get up against teams so they can play like that and win. All right? I mean, Washington State's not particularly good either, so maybe they can at home. But when they go to Nevada in a couple weeks, that's going to be a problem if they play like this weekend. And also, one thing I've got to mention up, Paul Leffler, our play-by-play man, going on and on whenever the Bulldogs play Air Force about how noble Air Force is, how determined they are, how wonderful they are. It really makes you want to just tell them to shut up. I've sat behind that dugout numerous times this past 2 years. I'm not impressed by them, all right? I mean, there's a reason why everyone in the Mountain West hates them across all sports and considers them to be dirty players. Maybe it's a stress release from their real duties in the academy, but yeah. Don't let Leffler. If you know Paul Leffler, don't let him go on about you. I understand his nephew's in the Air Force, but come on, it's a game. In between the lines, they're human like anybody else. So that's the recap for this series. Played poorly, still won. Can't play like that again.